Cell phones, they've come a long way from being what basically amounted to a damn cinder block with an antenna. Today's cell phones are still very capable of instant contact with anyone across the globe. However, they're also a tool for work / source of instant information / radio / TV / secretary / tool for banking, and a partridge in a damn pear tree. But what are they? You're probably watching this video on yours right now. So what exactly are you watching this on? Where did it come from? Where's it going? These questions and more are the topic of today's video, so stay tuned. So what exactly is a cell phone? Also referred to as a mobile phone, it can be defined as a portable telephone which uses cellular network technology to both receive and send text messages and calls. Unlike their counterparts and predecessors, aka the landlines, they operate with no need for a physical network connection. In fact, they can be utilized anywhere within range of a cellular tower. Origins. On April 3rd, 1973, the first publicized handheld mobile phone call was made. This call was made by none other than Dr. Martin Cooper, an engineer at Motorola and the creator of the first cell phone, using the Motorola Dyna TAC 8000X as a prototype, which was later released commercially in 1983. This invention marked a pivotal milestone in developing mobile communication technology. So who is Dr. Martin Cooper? Being widely regarded as a pioneer in the wireless communications field and the father of the cell phone, he's an American engineer and of course the creator of the first mobile phone, as stated earlier. He also gave the world the first citywide pagers in 1970, for those of you who remember those, and the first cellular light police radio in 1967. In addition, he holds a master's in electrical engineering, is the chairman and co-founder of Dyna LLC in Del Mar, California. As if all these boss-level achievements weren't enough, he's also on committees that support the U.S. Federal Communications Commission itself, or FCC for short, and even the U.S. Department of Commerce. The cell phone's impact on society. Wow, where do I even begin? Obviously, the cell phone has had a major impact on society. In fact, it's impacted everything from communication, mobility, information access, the economy, society as a whole, healthcare, technological innovation, and global connectivity. And those are just some of the impacts it's had. 5 common uses of cell phones today. Number 1, text messaging. I'm guessing this is the second most used feature on the cell phone itself. Texts are basically digital letters that can be typed, sent, and received instantly. With this feature, there is no longer a need to actually call and talk to another person, completely revamping the purpose of a phone in the first place. Number 2, browsing the internet. I'd put this as the number 1 feature. In today's world, pretty much everything is on the internet. Today's cell phones offer constant access to the internet and all its glory, for better or worse. Number 3, weather updates. Checking your local weather and not having to rely on the nightly news is here and available on your cell phone. These apps and features are often free and have a high accuracy. I personally use this feature and one of these apps all the time. Number 4, access to information. Today's cell phones are perfect for accessing instant information for pretty much any topic. Literally a digital library of Alexandria in our pockets. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in a previous video, but it's still true nonetheless. And number 5, camera and photography. Let's face it, folks, selfies are a major part of daily life, thanks to our cell phones and their built-in cameras, and of course the apps that we install. Chances are you yourself, your children, your friends, whoever, have taken at least one in the last, let's just say, day, or at least the last few hours. But given the selfie craze, it's probably like the last few minutes, more or less. Cell phone benefits. Number 1, satellite navigation. Gone are the days of the physical paper maps our ancestors used to navigate the open seas, or our parents used to navigate road trips. Instead, modern cell phones now come equipped with apps such as GPS, short for Global Positioning System. These digital maps now come with real-time instructions, taking most of the burden away from the user. In addition, if a turn is missed, for example, the app is fully capable of alternate route options, therefore greatly reducing the potential of becoming lost. There's even an automated voice instructing the user, allowing them to focus more on the road in front of them. Number 2, capturing life's precious moments. Today's cell phones not only offer onboard cameras, as mentioned earlier, but additional apps and features for image enhancement. Yes, this allows for taking selfies, again, as mentioned earlier. This also allows for capturing the first images of a newborn child, for example, or a magnificent and beautiful sunrise. Then it's possible to use these apps to enhance that image, make colors more vibrant, reduce glare or shadows, and ultimately enhance the experience visually. Number 3, social connectivity. Many of today's cell phones either automatically come with or allow for the downloading of live streaming apps. They also come with useful features such as live video options. All these options are very useful for businesses who can hold meetings virtually with no need for everyone to physically appear in person, or others just looking to keep in touch with loved ones, such as deployed soldiers, for example. All these options allow for them to talk to loved ones who very well may be on the opposite end of the globe, yet they can see their face, they can talk in real time, they can hear their voice, which is ultimately all good for morale. Number 4, entertainment. Today's cell phones often come equipped with onboard entertainment, such as card games. However, they also come equipped with internet access, and this allows for endless hours of entertainment. A user can access everything from sitcoms to chat rooms to games, music, movies, you name it. And yes, folks, this image is a shameless plug on my channel, I'll admit. Automobiles Origins, go check that video out after you finish this one. These pocket-sized wonders are a surefire way to stave off boredom and a constant source of entertainment, so long as you have a stable signal and a strong battery. Number 5, smaller size and they're compact. Gone are the days of the bricks with antennas. Instead, most of today's cell phones are literally pocket-sized, allowing for them to be truly mobile, thus fulfilling Dr. Cooper's mandate. Today's cell phones can easily fit in any purse, any travel bag, any jacket pocket, in your pants pockets. Pretty much wherever you can go, they can go with you. Cell phone drawbacks. Number 1, distraction. As I'm sure you all are very much aware, cell phones are quite often a major distraction. We have all seen that girl or guy driving while texting, paying absolutely no attention to the surrounding traffic, or those who have their focus completely on their phone, again paying no attention to their surroundings. Both cases are dangerous and often cause accidents or far worse. Not to mention, there are so many instances of students engulfed in their phones while in class and not learning a damn thing. Or my personal favorite, employees putting work into watching TikTok or YouTube, for example. It's as if they're being paid to play on their phones and just not be productive, not help the company they work for prosper and grow, basically to not earn their paychecks. Number 2, cell phones encourage little to no communication. What do I mean by that? Well, for example, cell phones can lead to more superficial communication, with people quite often opting for quick text or social media interactions over meaningful, in-depth conversations. This can be seen everywhere, let's face it. Everywhere from dinner tables to bars or other social gathering events. The trend seems to be to just stay buried in one's cell phone instead of actually interacting with those human beings who are physically around you. Number 3, security vulnerabilities. Let's face it, folks, cell phones can be hacked. And in particular, cell phones using public Wi-Fi networks. In fact, those using public Wi-Fi networks can expose users to security risks such as hacking or data theft. Logging onto public Wi-Fi is always a risk. You just never know who's sharing it with you. There are too many instances to count of folks' login information being copied, bank accounts being hacked, social media accounts being hacked, email addresses copied. I could go on and on. The bottom line is, cell phones, via public Wi-Fi or your private Wi-Fi, they can be hacked. And because of this, any one of us using our phones, we just must tread lightly. Number 4, and this is a big one, reduced memory retention. With easy access to information on cell phones, people may rely less and less on memory, leading to reduced retention and cognitive function over time. The brain is a muscle after all, and like all muscles, if it's not used, it becomes weaker and less effective over time. Although technologically, we are the smartest humans ever to live, some of that technology is making us dumber as well. Let's face it, folks, there is no real reason for the average person to memorize and learn things when pretty much anything we could ever want to know is online somewhere. The answer is available to us at the push of a button. In addition, studies are definitely showing that those who spend a lot of time on computers or texting are actually losing their ability to write, or at the very least, their handwriting is declining. And number 5, and take this one with a grain of salt, folks, but number 5, long-term exposure to cell phones could be slowly killing us. Let me explain. There are incidents where people claim that either their cancer or the loved one's cancer or tumor or whatever it might be was caused from cell phone usage. And in fact, cell phones do emit radiation. However, that radiation is a low energy radiation and it's non-ionizing, meaning it's not going to break up the DNA like, that from a nuclear bomb or something. And in addition, the claim of, cell phones causing cancer has been investigated by groups like the World Health Organization, who have either found no evidence to back this up, or the studies have been inconclusive. At least the ones I could find were inconclusive. However, all that being said, it is still recommended to use cell phones responsibly, especially with regard to prolonged exposure or use near your head. So yeah, again, take all that with a grain of salt, folks. And finally, we have cell phones' future. We know it's past, we know it's present, but what about its future? What will future cell phones be like? Let's find out. Number 1, self-healing materials. Imagine dropping your cell phone and cracking it. We've all done it. But then imagine that it repairs itself instead of you having to replace it. Future phones might be made of materials that can self-repair after minor damage like cracks or scratches, prolonging the lifespan of the device and maintaining its appearance. It's actually very cool. We'll talk about some cool sci-fi movie shit, right? Number 2, holographic and 3D displays. This next one is something straight out of Star Wars. Future phones might project holograms or 3D images with no need for special glasses. This will allow for more immersive video calls, gaming, and AR experiences in general. It also promises to be very cool. Number 3, integrated projectors. Future cell phones will come equipped with built-in projectors capable of displaying large, high-definition images or videos on any surface, turning any room into a mini cinema or presentation experience. This one's actually already starting to happen via downloadable apps. I came across one just the other day. Number 4, energy harvesting. Future cell phones just might be equipped with onboard tech that allows them to harvest energy right from their surroundings. Things such as ambient light, solar, motion, or even radio frequencies, reducing reliance on traditional battery charging. And how cool would that be, right? And finally, number 5, telepathic interfaces. We might be talking distant future here. However, brain-computer interfaces might allow users to interact with their phones through thought alone, thus bypassing any need for touchscreens, voice commands, or gestures. This will pretty much be the ultimate in laziness, if you ask me. And there you have it, folks. The beginning, the present, and the future of cell phones. We all use them, at least as of right now. They're very popular, and now we know all about them. If you like the content on this channel, you like this video, please take a second to leave me a like and subscribe. I'd very much appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.